and good lord, it's been a while. I'm Ollie Johnson. I'm joined by Sam and Ian. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing quite fine, dear sir.
I'm doing good, thank you.
And for a first for this channel, but not in general, we're playing Valkyria Revolution. The first impressions video of this game was actually the last video we did together before moving to the Ollie Games channel. So, let's pick up where we left off. I don't actually remember where that was. Let's pick up where we left.
How far did we get? Oh,
let's get back to war.
Oh yeah, we rescued Posh Girl and returned her to her dad.
But Ollie needs to get all that stuff, doesn't he? All that Ragnite, those Ragnite items.
Resume story. History book.
This is a true story.
This is the true story.
The traitor's hideout. Boulder.
It was a success.
This is a true story there, son.
Gained control of Valkyria.
Well, just as planned. It was faster than I thought it would be. I better finish up my article.
Next on the agenda, how the other world powers will react. I'm sure none of them predicted that Jutland would wrest control of its
Apparently there's a
area.
game coming to the PS4 for the VR headset called Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes.
Definitely.
I've heard of that.
Right now, we feel jolted.
Is this open like the last one? Oh, I didn't open the party this time. I sort of instinctively made it private because that's what I'm used to doing.
Before the impact of this news dwindles, we need to do something regarding the world powers. Doing so will isolate Ruse from the others and weaken them. Swiftly, but surely.
Well, well, we got this grand scheme thing down pat. Always the mastermind.
Roaring Twent and tidal waving.
We have our work cut out.
Roaring Twent and tidal waving.
Jutland has liberated Ipsaria. It was a deliverance from the Empire's tyranny and exploitation.
Right, mine is... The role is Destroy Copenhagen with a tidal wave, and the theme is the Roaring Twenties.
Come here, Vi.
That's a challenge. The Liberator. Square Enix. I can't stand the Yowie.
Those phrases originated from the traitors? Wasn't the Liberation War coined by Donovan Lindegaard?
How about a mod for Final Fantasy X? A mod for Final Fantasy X where Tidus can only do the laugh.
And appeal to all people.
Are you going to make this open, or is that just for Fallout? I hadn't really thought about that, to be honest with you guys. What do you reckon?
I'm not really sure.
We don't really know what kind of a game this is at the moment.
Arrived only 3 hours after the end of the battle. Under the pretense
I mean, we have played it before, but it was 10 months ago.
And Ollie doesn't even remember what happened 10 days ago.
After they were colonized by the Ruzi Empire.
What does open mean? Hey, Zan. Open means I open up the voice chat thing on the PlayStation so that anyone who has any one of us on the in this case. Oh, you. That anyone who has a PS4 and one of us on their friends list can just jump in to the chat.
Ladies and gentlemen of Ipsaria, I truly
hey, it's Zam, the woman with a plan.
You've been the target of many since the discovery of Ragnite in your lands. Even so, you did not break, and the country had flourished with the presence of your
Yeah, she left a comment on one of my old videos.
Which one?
Oh, really?
My very first one, my impression of Jafar.
Ah, God, your impressions are wonderful. Thank God you didn't see you in Berserk laughing maniacally as you slaughtered people. Then again, it's Berserk. Everything exists for the sole purpose of being sliced in half, man, woman, or horse.
Jutland was the same. Our country had given in to the suffering caused by the embargo, even began to accept this unjust situation. However, our brave citizens rallied behind our king, who broke the alliance and succeeded with a counterattack. Now our country's morale runs high.
Yeah, apparently one of the lines gave her chills.
In this age of turmoil and uncertainty, I am sure you
Holy shit, today at the PlayStation, with the station, the play, the headphones, and controllers, and the what?
Oh, just today of your PlayStation, you're playing the headphones, and controllers, and the I can't. You know, when I was a young lad, we used to play stickball. We also used to play buck.
Both of us have felt the same pain caused by our common foe in the Ruzi
And you see, the thing is, when we were at school, all he'd pull a face like this. And then, when he tried to do that, we'd try and make a face, but end up looking like this.
Sorry, what's happening? Sorry, dude, I was not paying attention to the cutscene at all. What happened?
What's happening seems to be the people in the white coats are talking about some injustices and some other things. I think it's them trying to make it seem like, hey, you know...
Oh, don't go. No,
I'm not
don't go.
Team PS4, I'm not cool enough for this club, I'm leaving. Don't be like that. There is no club.
Just a clique.
There's just a clique, yes. Interesting, Cosby. I must admit I had better impressions on my wife and kid. Yeah, there's not really any team anything.
What you got there?
There's a few.
Are you gonna go skin?
I'm going down the mountain. Zip zap zoobity bop.
Zip zap zoobity bop.
Oh, him! I loved his Jello pudding. It hurt me really bad when I heard the stuff of the people accusing him.
No, y'all don't be like that, all technologically advanced.
I feel so bad. I feel bad maybe because, you know, my concern was he wearing the sweater while he did anything. My concern is if he wears the sweater during everything. You know, now you see, the company gave me this sweater and by gum I ain't giving it to anyone.
Now you just lie back there and
I think they
look over there. I got this pill.
No, you don't need to be like technologically advanced. Oh, come on. Now she's trying to make us sound like we're PC master race people.
She makes us sound like Generation Z kids.
Yeah, I've already seen that thing of the Xbox and the PlayStation fighting, then the PC comes and like, oh god, ignore him, just ignore him. And he goes on and then another PC comes and goes, yeah, you were hot shit last year, but now I'm a god. Happy birthday, Zam. Ambassadors from each of the world powers. Rabble, 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 rabble.
So this is the Russians.
I guess they're not bears on unicycles.
Stating all was proceeding as Ruse had planned.
In Mother Russia, go.
Have you forgotten? Death itself.
Truss für Deutsch.
Truss für Deutsch. I been in the through.
Oh God. So
alright, here's something we can debate long into the night. What is the best Rocky movie?
Rocky 2.
Rocky 4.
I'm going with 3.
A Ruzi counterattack is coming soon.
2 words.
Well-
Ivan Drago.
Jutland won't stand a chance against a full
I must
assault.
break you.
That's why we gotta
Well,
bring
yeah,
out the
but
big guns.
it was self-parody at that
See what you can
point.
really do,
I
boys.
love Rocky
No,
4, but it's a
Fine.
bit...
Production,
Yeah.
busting out
Yeah.
the-
I love Rocky 4,
Yeah,
I
I like-
really do, but it's
I like the
a bit stupid, isn't it?
Yeah, I love the Nostalgia Critic version when he's doing the speech and he has the Russian interpreter and they change the thing. Goes, he admits that he's cheated and he's throwing away the title. He wears women's clothes and hangs around in bars and will now disappear under mysterious circumstances.
Amp up the military. I want to see our boys in battle packing some serious heat.
New weaponry. But by using Ipsaria, Ruse took a heavy blow.
In Soviet Russia, Borscht eats you.
I don't think we should escalate the situation.
I like Rocky 4.
You suck.
Look, no one's in the right in Civil War. That's the point.
We're up against a
Captain America is... The debate over.
None of them are technically right because there's a bit. Look, Captain America
Debate
is
over!
right. Okay, debate is over, but the thing is, it doesn't matter anyway, because the entire point of the Civil War was that it went away anyway because suddenly shit got too big for the world. I mean, when you've got the Green Goblin as the Iron Patriot, and literally Satan going around blowing things up, you've got a problem. Suddenly it doesn't become an issue of public safety versus identity.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Tell us, what did you
It becomes an
see
issue
at
of,
Ipsaria?
that fucking thing is going to kill us, and I'd rather it die first.
Supposed to mean. Surely you didn't really spot Her Highness on the front lines, swinging a sword like...
This game's pretty cutscene heavy, isn't it?
That's how these Japanese games are.
Powerful force.
They like to tell a story.
They crushed our military's monarch.
I love story.
Wearing
Yeah,
too
me
much
too.
leather.
I heard you fought them. Indeed.
Why do I feel so very comfortable in leather?
One similar to the right arm.
Because it hugs the balls quite a lot.
They were weapons that
I
were
don't
I'm sorry, did
actually
you
have
expect
any.
something funny?
Interesting.
Well, yeah.
New Monotech.
Well,
Not bad.
much like my parents, I'm sure you're disappointed right now.
All we
But
need now.
much like my situation with my parents, I don't care.
All we need now is bowl of borscht.
I actually had to teach my friend Kurt what borscht was because he was playing Russia from Hentalia.
Yes, sire.
Oh, borscht with
I love the fact that
caviar.
Russia is so evil that even the most evil thing created by Britain can't stand up to it.
Busby's
Busby's
chair.
Yeah, Busby's chair, and he just sits in it, and the ancient evil just breaks because Russia's
Oh,
too
the
evil.
United Bloody Kingdom! I can hold my locker better than anyone!
Have proven themselves strong like comrades.
England is coming over and swishing his
Together
hips.
these worthy peers comprise the Grand General.
I can understand
Save for Balthus the
Captain Woods' position, but fighting your fellow heroes and allowing a great crisis to occur can't be justified. I will say this, he should have just signed the Accords.
lordly shoot.
Look,
Like,
the thing was, the
We
thing
all
is that
know they're going to ignore that the moment they feel like they need to anyway, so why not sign it to shut them
Well,
up?
not just that. What people seem to forget is that Iron Man didn't even want to do this. It was literally a matter of, we have to do this because they want to do worse. At least in the comics, his whole thing was, look, these people want superheroes to just stop existing. They want to get rid of us in general. This is a compromise so that we can continue doing things at least temporarily. I get where he's coming from, but the thing is, again, in the Marvel comics, in the Marvel movies universe, they know Thanos is coming eventually.
There is your answer.
He's coming and shit is going to get worse. And, you know, listening to what the president says isn't going to help.
What arrogance.
The president's more interested in destroying the economics of another country just for his golf course.
Hmm.
I don't know what the future will bring, but I shall wield my strength for the sake of this
Arrogance, what confidence, but they are befitting of his imperial majesty. I might even have a boner right now.
From this day on,
It is most auspicious that he is crouching on the ground.
devote
Perhaps you like some borscht.
us.
Please don't. Whatever, just don't ask me to stand.
And would you prefer caviar or maybe some vodka?
Vodka would actually be very nice right now.
Very good.
Maybe the alcohol can kill the blood cells, and maybe my penis will see.
Save your progress. That has been my entire input to this story in the last 15 minutes.
Get in vodka.
Drosvdutch.
I've been in a pool. The old
Man,
system failed. Try changing it, and when the new system fails, and it will change again. Resume.
Well, yeah, of course the system failed. The problem is, I still agree with the fact that superheroes, in general, have to be held above the laws. I mean, that's why characters like Thor weren't involved with the Civil War, because you can't really argue anything, because they don't really adhere to this world, especially considering he's a fucking god.
Is anyone going to mention that the Sokovia Accords were completely legally unenforceable?
The what?
The Sokovia Accords in the Civil War movie were completely unenforceable.
We must understand what Ophelia felt, how she changed outside her role as princess.
Well, I believe you just did.
She never wrote a memoir or left records that discussed anything of the sort.
The only
If you don't mind me saying so, sir.
Still, Ophelia tried very hard to reciprocate her people's expectations at the start of the war.
I mean, I still loved when the pro-registration movement tried to get the X-Men to join them, and it went in a way that Tony could not argue with them. Well, Tony had to literally just fuck off and leave the X-Men because he was not winning that argument at all.
Yeah.
His entire argument was based on, come on, you should work with us to protect the people here, because the people, you know, deserve protection, and their response was, you didn't protect us when we were being rounded up into camps and literally killed, and most of our race was being exterminated. The Avengers just sat back and watched and did nothing, and the X-Men had to do everything. So why should one go? And that's going to take a long time for the world to understand and, you know, accept and find a way to work with. So the methods are going to be rough and everything, but at the same time, the superheroes are above what the government is. It's just a matter of the government want to control it, and unfortunately, yeah, telling the superheroes you've got to do this for the benefit of the people and everything, and do what we say, in, you know, on the benefit of the people. But unfortunately, that limits them, because the villains and the people who are invading don't give a shit about collateral damage.
Which is why the villains deserve the blame.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, Loki doesn't give a shit about the people he kills, and Thanos has got a massive purple Woody for, you know, killing everybody. He wants Lady Death's bony butt so bad.
And where does Galactus fit into all this?
Oh god, Galactus. Maybe they can defeat him by feeding him a Twinkie.
Or get Squirrel Girl to feed him.
Oh god. Well, to be fair, just remember there was a comic where they gave Galactus a Twinkie and it sated his hunger.
And I remember there was...
He turned Aunt May into the golden oldie.
And I remember a Squirrel Girl comic where she did defeat Galactus just by overfeeding him. He's like, no more, I can't eat another bite.
I must devour your world because of the Wim-Wham of Doodad of Wim-Wham Flappity Flu.
How do you mean?
If anything were to happen to Princess Ophelia, the entire country, from cowherd to king,
the Watcher.
for our blood.
They can't be blamed.
Well,
that doesn't mean they can't be blamed.
That reminds me. I heard
Just because they don't care doesn't mean it's not their fault, and they shouldn't be punished.
Yeah, look, if Loki blows up a building, it's his fault. He just doesn't give a shit, and he probably will take responsibility. In fact, he'll be proud of the damage he's doing. I mean, Thanos, it doesn't matter to him, because to him everything is beneath him, so it doesn't matter.
Don't be saying petty crap like that. I agree.
So yeah, it doesn't matter if they take responsibility or not. They probably do, but you know, it doesn't matter. Not until they get out. Well, yeah, or you could kill them, but you know, comics aren't going to sell if everyone's dead.
Or get Squirrel Girl to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clone Squirrel Girl, make loads of Squirrel Girls, and the world will be safe.
And why did you apply? You were against the war.
But that doesn't excuse them, though.
Of course it doesn't excuse them.
I mean, what if a bunch of them went to an orphanage and raped all the children? Are we just going to say, well, they're villains?
I get where you're coming from, and I don't think that Jack is praising the villains. He's just trying to say villains are villains. He's kind of I don't actually know what he's trying to say here, but it sounds very black and white. And that's you know, ultimately the problem with the superhero government thing is that it's gone very black and white, and no variables are really thrown in. You know, we're 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
Let me hack something. We haven't even gotten the DLC yet.
I am paying attention, basic as much as I can. but are you guys getting everything that's going on?
Yeah. It's pretty much early wartime stuff with a small rebellion at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, it's a Valkyria game. There's always an empire invading.
Correct.
Well, I think the empire in this. I'm trying to say villains will kill people. All that matters is how many people die before the heroes stop them.
Claudius built an infrastructure to give the people work and a place to live.
Well, yeah, but again, you can't expect the heroes to save everybody, and the problem is there's going to be a lot of collateral damage. I mean, the superheroes can try and save everybody. They can try to save everybody.
Yeah,
but they should take comfort in the fact.
This is why, like, the heroes being held accountable as such makes no sense. Would you hold a policeman accountable because he couldn't stop someone from being murdered?
No.
No, of course you wouldn't.
We're going to liberate them.
It's not a superhero. Look, the superhero's responsibility is to save them when they can.
Has our boy Saul ever been sheepish?
I mean, you can't save everyone, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Paying attention to I never know what's happening in the game because I keep listening to everyone's epic voice.
Aren't you being sheepish right now?
Me.
Alright.
All this man cave.
Bring me some popcorn! No.
No, we don't need Ollie raising from the ground like an, raising from the sewage to sing opera.
I can sing opera though, is the irony behind that.
Yeah, just don't sing the Great Mighty Pooh song.
If I were the Emperor...
Meanwhile, in Ian's room, he is sharpening his blade.
His blade is what he calls his penis.
Oh yeah.
If it appears,
Tony's dark style.
And sharpening is a euphemism for something else entirely.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so here it is. WWE is becoming very aggressive when it comes to taking talent on board. The reason is because of the ROH and New Japan G1 event and the All In event. That's why WWE signed Matt Riddle.
So my turn now.
I know, but in a world where there is an alternative group, large amounts of collateral should be averted. If not, then what's the point? Well, they do where they can.
They're lowering the collateral damage as much as they can. They're not just saying, oh well, there's going to be collateral damage here, let's just get on with it. It's a matter of they save the people when they can, but ultimately they've got to stop the villain so that all the shit will stop. So it's saving people. It's literally trying to manage it, and you can't pay attention to just one. That's why the Avengers group is a thing. So some can work as support and some can work as in actual battle.
But that blockade overextends the battlefront.
Zan says, I will reach the end of my days saying that Ian is secretly the honest trailer guy. I reckon he could do that job.
That location has no value that's worth losing your lives over. Unless
Working late, alone in the lab, Peter Perker was bitten by a radioactive spider. He phoned
called
Claims
Direct. I remember that 2D TV. That was amazing. Oh, got £732 compensation.
If you've been injured at work, call our hotline number now. The money has been a real lifesaver because as a result of my accident, I'm no longer able to climb out of the bath. It could work for you.
Accordingly beforehand. This is a crucial moment going forward. Our collaboration and exchange of intel must remain.
Anyways, what's going on here?
Guess I'd better get to work too.
They're planning to cut off a Ragnite supply.
No,
Ragnite is basically
stating that
it's kind of like Mako in Final Fantasy VII, except not killing the planet.
It's a resource. That's the best way to look at it.
It's the resource that powers basically everything worth powering.
You know, it's a funny thing. I used to call Mako Mako.
Look, we all mispronounce things.
I'm still not sure what it is.
Look, we've all seen the Final Fantasy video where Cloud can't pronounce anything. I'm going to drink this ether, and then I'm going to summon Bahamut, and summon before Sephiroth summons Meteor. Do you?
Have you ever said these words out loud?
Shut up, Red XIII. Do you not know my name? Oh God, it's not Red She, is it? I'm not good with Chinese names.
And yet,
oh, posh lady's back.
Yeah, going to war in a frilly dress. That totally works.
With a rapier.
Oh, careful! Careful! She might go into battle wearing her petticoats. That'll make the Soviets back away.
Dear,
Complete with
I have
lace
to look good
and...
on every occasion.
And just to make them more scared and to make those Ruskies shit their pants, I'm going to put little bows on my shoes.
Oh.
Everyone
thinks I'm absolutely potty.
Someone has to take responsibility. Why? It's not going to help.
You know, this giant red pillar reminds me of that erection I had in that room. Now I'm part of the Russian army. Do I have a red penis now? Why am I suddenly thinking about this in the middle of a war?
It's probably the borscht.
Maybe if I stare methodically at this big erecting tower, I might just think a little differently. No, still there. Still there. Apparently power really does something for me. This might be a problem. That guy is freaky. Indeed. I could have sworn he had boner in the Kremlin.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that is the West. That is the
Oliver
West.
Queen, my favorite American. Oh, what's KG Beast doing here?
well, all jokes aside.
Look at him. He looks like a younger, more boring big boss.
That's just his way. It'll pass.
Well, in that outfit, he looks more like Maximilian Pegasus's grandpa.
I'm so ambiguously camp. Ooh, I'm so naughty. It's like I'm stealing from the God's DeviantArt account. Ooh, I sense you, Ollie. And when you get to the battle, I'm going to spice up your life. Oh good, we can finally get the DLC now, I hope.
Alright, so...
Apparently we've got to head to... I think we've got to head somewhere. Can't remember which part we've got to go to.
Okay, half an hour in, we're finally given control of the game.
So, Ollie, just while we're on the subject of video games, your thoughts on the whole situation involving the Spyro game?
Oh, I take it you mean the bullshit about only having one of them in a physical copy.
Yes.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, the thing is that I've seen people doing a support Spyro thing going, I don't care if it's a download, who cares? You people shouldn't be cancelling your pre-orders.
It was advertised as a physical release.
I know, Ollie, I know the situation, and I've put it down because their only argument seems to be, well, it's not a bad thing. You people are treating it like it's a horrible, horrible thing, and my response is, you do realise that if this isn't a matter of that. It's a matter of, look, if you let video game companies do whatever they want, this shit happen. You know, they can do anything they want, and you know, it's not good.
Yes, that person is owed something, but what exactly? What can you actually do? Because too many governments, like ours especially, think doing anything and looking like you're doing something is better than doing nothing, and it isn't.
Okay, so we've got to so.
Where's the DLC guy?
I can't remember. I know you go into some
headquarters, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
I think it's something headquarters.
Well, it just says headquarters. So, let's have a look in there, see what's up. Special issue items can now be accepted from the officer handling the Jutland's army supplies. There we go. The villains won't pay, they don't care, so who's to blame? It's still the villains, whether they pay or not. Just because... I hate that someone has to pay attitude. Because, like, that only hurts more people.
I think the problem here is that Jack's thinking more along the lines of how an actual government would see things, when the problem is the situation is, again, it's bigger than an actual government. It's a bigger issue, and it's an issue that the government are not prepared to deal with. Or, you know, they're prepared to deal with it, but they're not qualified to deal with it.
The heroes are to blame because the hero wasn't there. That's a circular logic.
That's the stupidest thing I've heard in a while. Oh no, the hero wasn't magically there to fix everything. These people are... The thing is, at the end of the day, these heroes, especially the ones on Earth, are still people. And
I'm thinking of the victims and who they leave behind. I'm thinking of the fact that there are about 1,000 times less of them than there would have been.
Yeah. So what's better, 10,000 people dying or maybe a couple of hundred?
It's not an ideal situation either way, but...
Well, no, it's not an ideal situation, but it's simple math. At the end of the day, you're trying to keep as many people alive as you can, and if you focus on saving everybody, the villain is just going to continue doing his thing, and he might potentially kill you.
They should be magically there. I suppose, particularly if one of them is literally the Sorcerer Supreme, who can have them be magically there.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They can't be, because especially considering they can't always anticipate every supervillain's attacks.
Whoa, cool!
She can fight while holding a shield, letting her attack reduce the risk of a squad.
That's just still the stupidest thing I've heard in a while.
Right,
Especially when you consider that some of the superheroes don't really, you know, they're not under S.H.I.E.L.'s, you know, thing. S.H.I.E.L.D. prefer their whole, you know, observe them and everything and let them do their thing. I mean, the only people who really do their whole work with S.H.I.E.L.D. closely thing is Hawkeye and Black Widow.
There's a simple solution to all of this.
What?
Clone Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, I know that.
That's all you need to do. Clone Squirrel Girl. Problem are solved.
Yeah.
Well done.
And that's the answer to everything.
Special issue.
Yes, special issue death. Ooh. Grants item of the anti-Valkyria squad. Grants veteran gear pouch. Ragnite shards. Ooh, look at all this.
I don't know what any of this does.
But
maybe it's for
maybe it's crafting stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Jesus. Okay, let's have a look at the buy selection. Okay. Okay, so there's a few.
Ophelia, Prince Laertes. I hope
I hope our paths will cross one day. Blah blah blah.
Oh, I have 30 shards.
I think like that. That's kind of the case.
As for the math theory, heroes can't think like that. That's kind of thinking as otherwise. It's true heroes from Amanda Waller. It's true. High purity Ragnite, a more potent and powerful grade of the
Clone Squirrel Girl.
I don't think I'm going to spend these until I know what I'm buying.
Kill Yamcha.
What?
No.
Alright, let's go. On with the story then.
The thing is, they do try to save everyone. It's just that people die.
Yeah.
People are a frail thing.
Yeah. Which is why I say Clone Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would fix pretty much everything.
And the villains will eventually quit.
Yeah.
Especially Doctor Doom. As soon as he hears there's like a clone army of Squirrel Girls, he's like, no, fuck that, I'm done. I quit. I'm just going to stick to ruling Latveria.
Which actually Latveria actually works pretty damn well.
Right, let's see if we can get to a battle. Awesome.
And Thanos would be like, no, I'm not going through this again.
Nope.
And so all the heroes retire and live out happy lives.
Yeah.
And no one gets hurt, no one dies, it's just peace all round. That's the solution. Clone Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, it honestly would work.
Yes, it would. No.
Null would smite her.
No, he wouldn't. Squirrel Girl is awesome.
Plus, it's already established, she's pretty much unbeatable.
What are you doing?
Tailing you? Not for any particular reason, though. I guess you could say it's a work habit. That aside, do you remember our agreement?
No.
You said you'll come drink with me next time.
You were serious?
Oh man. An army of Squirrel Girls can summon an army of squirrels. We'd be overpopulated with squirrels.
Oh no, you don't fuck with squirrels.
No, you do not fuck with squirrels. Just remember, Sally Acorn is kind of half of a squirrel.
What do you make of it, First Sergeant?
No, Null would not kill Squirrel Girl because she's unbeatable.
That is literally her thing, isn't it?
Yeah, her literal thing is she can't be beaten.
She's like a god.
She's basically a gag character that can't be beaten. Think of her like the Arale of the Marvel Universe.
What?
Ah, I see.
We share the
Tell me, Squirrel Girl
now-
versus
now-
Anaconda, who would
That's
win?
how you strengthen the camaraderie.
Probably
Squirrel
Squirrel
Girl.
Girl if she's like the ally.
Naturally, that goes for the
Squirrel Girl. Squirrel. No matter what match you put her in, Squirrel Girl wins by default.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of the character.
She's the simple solution to the world's problems.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing she has to deal with is some of her shithead fans who are upset with the way she looks sometimes.
The Valkyria.
I think there was a whole thing of an actress playing her, and then some of her shithead fans got upset because she wasn't ugly.
Guys,
No, Squirrel Girl is meant to be ugly.
do you think we'll get to play an actual level or a battle or whatever in this stream?
The only one who knows.
Yes, I hope so.
It's like, because we're 40 minutes
we're in a
in.
war. Ollie, we're in a war. A war to actually get to a battle. Maybe the game's punishing us for literally being gone for so long. And, oh, let's see how you like being killed. Null has killed Celestials. Squirrel Girl has defeated Celestials with ease.
Squirrel Girl has beaten Galactus.
We were pretty reckless then. Trying to assassinate Claudius, I mean.
Yeah, again.
Oh, Emperor Claudius. All these people are named after Hamlet characters.
True.
Yeah, I think the thing is, it doesn't matter how much we explain it to Jack, he's not going to get it. I don't think he's capable of understanding. The whole point is, it doesn't matter how the feats that Null has done, he's not going to be able to beat Squirrel Girl, because again, that's the point.
What I'm hoping for in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie is that Broly just gets stomped by Arale at the end. Like, just really anticlimactically, like that.
I think it's weird that they're giving him a love interest, apparently.
I didn't hear that, but... No,
I've heard it, but you know what? At this point, anything at this point is... Do you think they'd get... Do you think they get Vic Mignogna to voice him in the English dub?
I think they are. Like, because they've already done a trailer in English.
One who has to only defeat them. I think the point is that Squirrel Girl as a hero is not allowed to kill them. I mean, let's face it, superheroes can kill people, but they don't. Unless it's, to try and get ratings. So it's entirely possible that Squirrel Girl can kill them. She just doesn't because it's not in her character to kill. And again, Jack doesn't get it.
Think a standby order is.
How about it, Miss Violet? Let's abscond
Where's
from
my
this
phone?
plebeian pub for some rest and relaxation at my mansion.
Plebeian?
No booze for you, Bloom.
I know.
The Squirrel Girl can stop an entire army with just her pinky.
Where did I put my phone?
I don't know. Funny thing is though, for the movie, I'm looking forward to the movie to the Broly movie mainly because it's going to be a chance to do Broly right in some capacity and give him justification for popularity.
The thing about this is Toriyama likes to write characters in twos, like Vegeta and Nappa, Zarbon and Dodoria. Like he likes to have this back and forth. So if Broly has a love interest, maybe that's why.
Oh god, can you imagine if it's Kale?
I doubt it'll be Kale. Oh, Broly must now forever be known as male Kale.
Oh look, Ian, he's saying he has symbiotes now.
Squirrel Girl has squirrels.
And again, yeah, symbiotes versus Squirrel Girl. Yeah, no chance. Squirrel Girl wins. Again,
yeah.
What part... Do we have to say this really slow for him, or do we need... does he need help to understand this? The words Squirrel Girl wins by default because of the way she's written means that no matter how it goes, Squirrel Girl will win. It doesn't matter what feats you throw, it doesn't matter what you say, she's written to always win regardless. no matter what you do, Squirrel Girl will win. Get it through your skull.
The two sweetest words in the English language. Default, default, default.
Squirrel Girl is love. Squirrel Girl is life.
Don't fucking start that. The last thing I need is a squirrel raping everything.
Oh, God.
She can use her squirrels like Sandman.
What?
They all form into a giant fist and punch an entire army.
What's the matter?
Or they can form around her and form this big mecha squirrel thing.
Oh, for fuck's sake, a squirrel.
Missions.
The
Alright,
Iron
let's...
Squirrel.
Oh, thank God. We can actually... Invasion. Report. Missions. Ollie. V. Will have Vor. Right, an optional capture all bases. Ollie. How do you feel about your chances?
I like them.
Yeah.
Although
I'm
I've
hearing
forgotten,
you, understanding
guys,
you entirely, but that used to be the case for Superman. No, the case for Superman was he was just badly written.
Guys, I've forgotten how to play this game.
Oh, for fuck. Well, Ollie, I'm telling you what, you're just going to have to figure it out on your own. Yeah, but comparing Superman to Squirrel Girl... No, the whole point of Superman was that he was just meant to be ridiculously powerful, and that is literally all there is to him. Whereas
unless you get out some kryptonite.
Again, the point is that Superman was meant to be taken seriously. I know that's hard to understand in today's day and age, that Superman is meant to be taken seriously, but Squirrel Girl was never meant to be taken seriously. That's the entire point of a gag character, is they're not meant to be taken seriously.
Alright, squad
and
menu.
that's
Let's see
ultimately
if
the
there's
problem.
anything we can do.
And if Dragon Ball's taught, if Dragon Ball has taught us anything, it's that, yeah, gag characters you cannot fuck with. I mean, hell, Goku even admits he wouldn't fuck with what's called
Arale.
Yeah, he wouldn't fuck with Arale at all, because again, she's a gag character, so he knows he's not going to be able to beat her.
I love trolling people who hated episode 69 of Dragon Ball Super for that exact reason.
So you said 69.
That was the number of the episode. What was I supposed to say?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm being.
Like,
I know. I'm being childish here.
Even Vegeta says, like, she's a gag comic character. There's no way I can beat her with a battle comic style.
Well, yeah. Gag characters can be annoying. I mean, look at Amy Rose. She's a gag that no one gets is a gag. But, I mean, to a degree, Deadpool's a gag character.
He got beaten by Squirrel Girl.
Oh god, Squirrel Girl and... Oh, I love that Squirrel Girl and Wolverine are shit scared of her.
We haven't recovered from our retreat from the
Like, Wolverine will not go anywhere near Squirrel Girl because she's beaten him up. And Deadpool just really doesn't like being around her.
Not engage them fully. Hold the line and do not pursue.
attack.
Hold the line and do not pursue.
Hold the line with my giant fucking sword. Ollie, let's not hold the line. Let's expand the line. Elevation and ladders. A squad can jump down from ladders.
Let's do this.
Ah!
About hiding enemies. Ah! Shit, they're shooting at us with guns. You brought a knife to a gunfight.
Allow me to assist
I'll take the Dark Souls approach.
Yeah, Ollie, hit them! Hit them all! Kill them! It would seem they are angered. Ollie, take the base! There's one more person.
How do I take the base again?
I don't know, kill him! Kill all of them!
Okay, could she beat Sephiroth as well? Sephiroth's not actually that powerful in the grand scheme of things, is he?
No, to be fair, Sephiroth is very skilled. He's very strong. He's just, well, by the standards of his own world. People need to really stop the whole Saitama logic. Powerful by the standards of his own world. And yes, compared to a lot of other villains in the Final Fantasy series, he's actually quite a lot more powerful.
But he can't beat Squirrel Girl, because, as we said, she's a gag character.
You talk about her as if she's a pinnacle of power, Ollie. She could beat beat Sephiroth as well. Yes, she could beat Sephiroth. She's a gag character.
What you've got to understand is that there is no scale. There is no scale, there's no sense to it, she just wins. Because. And that's the thing.
She wins because she's not meant to be taken seriously, and here you are, taking her fucking seriously.
You could put Squirrel Girl across from, you know, basically anyone. Yeah. Like, I mean, she would probably find a way to beat Superman.
Yeah, she probably would.
With a pinky.
Well, yeah, there's not really that much thought that goes into it. You don't really need... The whole point is you don't think about how she can win or why she can win. The fact is that no matter what, Plastic Man is a gag character. Yeah, but he's not built to be unbeatable, is he? That's the point. She is made and designed, written and planned. The entire point of her existence is to be unbeatable. Right, its legs are down. Beat it. Okay, it's dead. Felled the tank. Everything okay over there, Ollie?
Yeah.
There's a lot of voices in the background.
Are there?
Oh, there were.
Someone worrying about their fashion sense?
I don't know.
I don't know. Sorry, sound carries a lot.
Sorry. Give you rocks.
He blew me up.
What?
Threw a grenade and blew a load of them off. And I just stood there and took it.
Oh, there's another base.
There's another motherfucker. Let's defeat them all. I think... Can you climb up?
I'll be back in a bit, guys.
Alright, Ian.
Okay.
Catch you in a bit.
Okay.
Ah, God, how do we get there? Gag characters mean nothing to me. I will determine how to kill them. Well, then you're going to be wasting your fucking time then, aren't you? Oh, Ollie, there's a place to climb.
Oh, where?
There was there was like a yellow arrow on one of the on like the broken bridge bit. I think you press like R1 or something to climb up on. No, go back to the broken bridge bit. I have a lot to waste. Well, go ahead, because again, you're missing the entire point, and it's clear you don't understand or refuse to understand how this works. So, I invite you to, go ahead and waste your time.
Oh, I see the arrow, but I can't quite.
Yeah. I can't. I don't know how you climb. Up. I remember it said something about, I think, R1 or L1 or something, but there's no prompt or anything. I don't know if the map even, if you could look, I don't know if you can even look at the map and see if you can actually, if there's actually anywhere to go, like where you can go, but like take them from behind.
Get lost! All right.
Yep, let's go! In the name of Jutland!
Watch this! I'll give it my all.
Taste my blade! Love you guys! Yep, let's go!
Commander down!
The tides are turning!
Too bad you can't jump in this game.
Yeah. Hold on. Like, yeah, I can see the arrow.
Yeah, I just can't really climb up.
I just don't seem to find a way to interact with it. Have you guys heard of Dragon Ball Deliverance? I've heard of it. Not sure what it is.
Take this! Who's next?
Onward to victory!
I sent you the link if you Oh, okay. Oh, God, there's got to be a way.
Sorry.
Everything all right? Yeah, Nicole's just waking up and this is asleep.
Taste my blade!
There doesn't seem to be a way around. Oh wait, maybe there is.
Oh. Oh god, I knew we should have been able to look at the map.
Hey, they're not so tough.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Really embarrassing, but... we get it. Look, there's a guy from behind. Kill him.
Hey, they're not so tough.
Let's end this. All right.
Base captured.
Now claims this base in the name of the Führer.
We're not the Nazis.
You're right. Dick move. Sorry, guys.
Who's next?
Hans.
Oh, look, there's an enemy behind us. Kill it.
Hans. Are we the baddies?
Look out, Ollie, the baddies are here.
Now look, the baddies have arrived.
Shit, shit, shit. Okay, I think now you can use that bit that we were trying to climb earlier to get down.
I don't know if we need to get down.
Yeah, you're just killing all the enemies you can.
Who's next?
Look, there's enemies looking over a hill. Push them off.
Ah, right. So R1 is the interact button, but we just weren't in the right place. If you see Winnie the Pooh getting refused, if you see Winnie the Pooh refusing a blindfold, that should give you an idea. Huh.
Shit, shit. Get off me, I'm dead.
Someone's being brought out. He's refusing the blindfold.
It's Winnie the Pooh with a stick.
Yeah, that was a jump down thing. I watched that earlier. Winnie the Pooh, I swear! They're tying Winnie the Pooh to the stake.
Watch this!
In the name of justice! This will be a cakewalk!
Out of my way! Well...
Look what I can do!
Get lost! I'll give it my all. Allow me to assist you.
I wondered how many people watched that episode and thought, what happened to Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris?
I'll give it my all. Damaged. All right, allow me to assist you. I'm with you.
Comes from within.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Let's end this. That all you got?
Huh.
Ding ding.
Who's next?
Felled retreating enemy. Was I not supposed to do that?
No, what? No. Those are that's more like a score thing or giving you points for things.
Okay.
You got bonus. You got EXP for defeating a retreating enemy.
Who's next?
Shattered enemy formation.
It's a bit like Dynasty Warriors, but Valkyria Chronicles, really, isn't it?
Commander down.
Oh, I can.
How old is this game? I'm curious. It's not that old. It's about a year old,
Who's next?
isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm just shooting from there.
You might as well just line them up.
I don't think it's quite as good as Valkyria Chronicles was,
But
we should get back
mission
to that.
complete.
Okay? We should get back to that soon.
Ooh,
Everyone
Captured all.
levels up.
you level up. You level up. Everybody levels up.
At this rate, we'll be wiped out. We need to retreat.
We have no choice. Fall back.
Not so fast.
Hold back. My orders were to not pursue.
Yeah, but
I just had to disappear for a second, so let me know if I miss anything important. Hold on, just...
We're going to allow our foe to flee before our very eyes? Dear, the mind of the combat is incomprehensible.
The mission's over. Return to base.
please, wait, Aaron. You've explained so little to us. Even if you are a skilled captain, this is going too far.
With this, the Imperial army at Ipsaria's borders withdrew completely, and just as the traitors had planned, the lieutenant colonel was called back to the capital.
I'll tell him if anything major happens.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Did I miss anything?
Going forward,
Not really, apart from them just asking why, why they were asking the captain why he wasn't telling them everything and he just ignored them. And now the next scene has literally just started.
Margarita. What a pleasant surprise. Why, I was just thinking that.
Of me? Oh, I'm flattered. Even if it was just a lie.
It's not.
Oh, you're not, are you? I'm afraid so.
To think I still had some luck with me. It really is astonishing.
Margarita?
I suppose you can't help but be surprised. This aspect of her isn't touched upon in the history books. Margarita was one of the names she used.
Violet the traitor had many relationships with Imperial officers for her reconnaissance. It's written she would steal information and kill them to destroy the evidence. That said, I think they went overboard by calling her an unprecedented femme fatale.
Yes. For her honor, I will tell you this. She never killed any of the officers. In fact, she was too kind for a spy. Violet would send her intelligence in coded letters that only the traitors could understand. The recipient of those letters was Amlet, who was also in the military.
Amlet. Oh my
There's gonna be a
god.
Grand General posted there.
It appears that Avaloon has become a location with more significance to us than Jutland.
Question is, which one?
So there are things even Violet can uncover. Regardless, it's good news. I anticipate it'll be Admiral Gustav.
Gustav's sharp. The Empire's best tactician. He knows how to handle a weapon, and is rumored to be the most skilled of the Grand Generals. If Ruse is bolstering its defenses for winter, they might rely on Gustav.
Could be the big Galouche, though. We'll find out when we get there.
Please do. That said, what worries me is when precisely a Grand General will be deployed to Avaloon.
Yeah, because it's smack dab in the middle of our prep time. Almost like they already know Jutland's invading Avaloon.
You think we've sprung a leak?
It's always a possibility. We are in a time of war now. The military, Parliament, business world, even those in town are suspect. The only people we can trust is us five.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you saw on my Facebook, Sam, but one of my uni friends shared a status from one of her friends going through the whole PIP thing.
Oh god, yeah.
Cystic fibrosis was what she has. She's been denied completely, scored 0. And apparently a lot of the stuff on the assessment form, well, the entire assessment form was bullshit.
Of course.
Yeah. And I replied saying, unfortunately, the government would rather us disabled people just quietly die over the winter. But stubborn bastards that we are, inconsiderate pricks and all that, we're not inclined to do that.
Yeah, they do this a lot, unfortunately. I mean, the way it was explained to me by my advocate was the way that some of these places work. I mean, at least up here where I am, they deny everybody they can to begin with to see if they continue going on with it.
Yeah.
It's a, it's a ridiculous thing, but
right. Headquarters.
oh no, check. Yeah, it's fully charged now. Fully charged.
Captain? What is it?
I want to trust you. What are you talking about? If you have a complaint about my command decisions, I'm all ears.
Heaven forbid
I
they
think
should
you
ever
know
have to
what I
spend money
mean.
on common good.
No,
Yeah, I know.
I see. Let's discuss this another time. The princess trusts you. What's the matter?
Oh wait, no, I thought
We've
we
got
were...
a new
Oh,
assignment.
Mission turn in.
Turn in report.
Well done.
Ah!
Base
You
is
can
captured.
turn in achievements, and you'll get
nice.
rewarded for it.
Okay, let's see.
Destroy 3 targets, capture all bases. Alright, this is a crucial mission. Ah, fuck it, let's get up. Let's go.
Op details are as follows.
Let's do this! Where do you even get to?
Yo.
Ah, speak of the devil. I was just wondering where you'd got to.
Yeah, just had to empty the dishwasher and then get dressed.
Ah.
That's all. Vannergan, move out.
I probably should have read that.
So, how's the war effort?
Well, Ollie did destroy a place. He certainly destroyed a fucking place.
Helena. She looks like someone who, well...
Was there blood?
Oh my, no, this is anime.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's some pretty bloody anime out there.
Yes, we've seen... Yes, I've watched Ian play Berserk. I've seen Berserk, and look, when your literal character's origin story starts with being born from the corpse of your mother, yeah, there's a problem.
It's said that the Jutland army, along with the Apsarian militia, stressed the fact they were the liberation army. That their main objective of that conflict was to free the workers of Avalon. And that the benefit to Jutland was a secondary.
And because of that fact, the morale of the Jutland army had increased with righteous indignation. Needless to say, the support and expectations of a
Berserk has been turned into a game now. There's been a couple of them, I think.
Yeah, Berserk's had a few games. I think one was on the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Oh, the Dreamcast. I still have mine.
I have one upstairs.
There.
I have never owned one.
You missed out.
You did.
Mostly on, well, the original release of Sonic Adventure 2 was a Dreamcast
and 1
release. And
Shenmue 1 and 2, which is out later this month.
Yeah, my favourite games.
Ding. Yes, I remember when Shenmue 3 was suddenly announced, and then Ollie started messaging me, going, yes, Sam told me this day would never come, because it was basically my torture for him.
You said I was mad!
You are mad, but, you know, this is an irrelevant situation to your madness.
Fair enough.
So, once we liberate Adeline,
You can now continue to go back to your usual madness of smoking goat's milk and eating milk.
But I suppose it could be difficult to supply civilian goods.
we'll finally be able to get more medicine. That's one of Parliament's highest priorities.
And Posh Lady didn't get a single drop of blood on her dress.
Freedom and justice.
And she wore white just for the occasion.
Did something happen, Godot?
It's nothing. Or rather, nothing that will interfere with the mission.
I see.
Please, Princess, focus on the task at hand. You must live up to your responsibilities on the battlefield.
Just so.
Time to split up into smaller teams.
Oh my god.
Move out.
The guy we're playing as looks like such a buzzkill. Like,
Yeah.
he looks... He looks like if Shaggy from Scooby-Doo was an anime protagonist.
Yeah.
I'm still getting over Shaggy being, you know, murdered by Fred.
Let's get down to it.
And again, I'm still getting over everyone being murdered by Fred.
Let's get down to business.
To defeat these Russian guys.
Oh, this guy's got a massive axe. Let's see what his special attacks are like.
Let's get down to business.
I think he's got a bazooka. I'm gonna save that for later. All gunfire seems to do is briefly hold us back a bit. It's like, ow, 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 prick, ow. I think they could probably have made the combat flow a little better. Like, why the recharge times? I don't understand the point.
Sorry, pal.
If only it was more like Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
We were just saying that.
Well, not Dynasty Warriors 9, obviously.
No.
I am fully aware of Dynasty Warriors 9 and what they did to Zhang He.
Well, I guess that's that. You're so weak. I swear I'm not drunk.
What they did. Okay.
All right.
Diversion 2. Oh, I'm left.
I'm thinking of re-downloading Samurai Warriors.
Yeah, I've got Samurai Warriors 4 and Empires.
Yeah, Empires, yeah.
You just want to create your own character.
Yes. I did create this really cool guy called Angstein.
Yeah.
Basically, he's like this emo goth type dude that plays like that Japanese guitar thing. And he basically wipes out his enemies with his depressing tunes.
Watch this! And this! Next! That would work! Alright. Reinforcements! Commander down!
Yeah, and Nobunaga is his dad.
Oh, have you heard of Scooby-Doo Apocalypse? I'm like, no, I haven't. So Sentinel will be at Alpine cosplay. I haven't mentioned it to him. I've mentioned that you will be there.
Commander down! Prepare yourself! Who's next?
You're next!
Get lost! End this! All right.
Taste my blade! Constant vigilance.
A worthy opponent. Prepare yourself.
Shoot it in the leg.
I'll finish you. Keep an eye on them.
Come back here, R2-D2.
This'll do it.
8 lines that would have ended the Star Wars franchise right there and then. I'm going to stay here and rebuild the farm. That's what my uncle would have wanted.
Honest.
There she is, set to kill.
Oh, I hate technology.
Nah, I don't like the blue one. Let's fix the red one.
My father says technology is the devil.
Huh.
He also says I can't look at a steam train, otherwise I'll never be able to have children.
This was a thing they actually did. They actually believed back in the old days that if people actually saw the steam train, it would cause women to, cause their wombs or something to explode. These are the droids you're looking for.
All right.
It's a good job I wear long boots, otherwise my father will faint at the sight of my ankles.
Oh, lordy. I'm afraid you're out of our price range. Come on, Luke, let's find another transport. You're right, Princess. We shouldn't destroy Alderaan. Let's pick some other random planet. Like Yavin 4. Avenge me, Luke. Face Vader now.
With what?
His good looks and personality.
That only offends Vader.
Yes. Shoot without a targeting computer? That's insane. Get out of my head.
You have failed me for the last time.
Oh yeah, C-3PO is a villain. I still need to do that thing with the Darth Sidious Lego and take his head off and put C-3PO's head on. You have failed me.
The only downside to it is that you can't put the hood on.
No, that is the downside. That is a massive downside. If you will not turn, you will be destroyed. Can at least give him the lightning hands.
Uh. You're drunk. Drunk, sir? No, sir.
No.
Absolutely
No,
not, sir.
No, I'm not. I just had one or two, but I'm fine. Look, I can stand straight.
Hey, look, Ollie, there's explosives. Blow them up.
I'll show you how I feel, man. Let's do this. Come on, don't be so serious.
There's like a barrel of explosives. I could have just used that.
I thought they'd all get caught in the blast.
Well, you thought wrong, didn't you? Now we've got to pick them off like lice.
And my axe.
Right through the skull. Go, Captain Britain.
Captain Britain, delivering swift justice with a stiff upper lip and a jolly good cup of tea.
Nice.
Obtain sedative. Huh. Captain Britain.
Oh yeah, Captain Britain's wonderful.
Well, with Marvel Studios now have the rights to X-Men, I think a Captain Britain movie is possible.
Oh, wonderful. We'll finally get to see him and Psylocke.
Yeah.
And crumpets.
And tea.
Oh god, someone's had a tattoo on their butt or their ass of the Hulk having sex with Thanos.
Why do you know that?
Dorkly. On my this thing says this guy tattooed on my ass. It just shows a picture of he's like cut off by the pigeons. As someone had a tattoo on their butt of the Hulk having sex with Thanos.
Not even the Hulk can take that.
Update, it's going to be expensive, but we're going for it. Date is set, but it's a surprise. Soon. Just you fucking wait. It's bigger than I thought, but oh well. Drum roll.
Get out of here! Sorry, pal.
Watch out!
Grenada!
Oh, Commander.
Yes, sir.
Watch out!
He's got an apple.
Base captured.
What country is this? Grenada, love. Grenada.
That's a good one.
It's almost time. Withdraw.
It's
You.
I am Maxine, Grand General of the Ruzi Empire.
It's the guy who had the erection at the Ruskies.
A lapdog for the Empire now. I thought you were the
I'm
prince of
hoping to
Syria.
fix my fractured heterosexuality.
Prepare to die.
My frail masculinity.
stop your constant vigilance.
You're gonna shoot him.
Do not give up hope.
Are you trying to do an Indiana Jones?
Yep.
That was what I was thinking.
Ally down! Ally down!
Shit. Rescue him. Apparently, you can do that.
Sheathe your sword. Ipsaria is not our enemy, only the Ruse Empire. It is they who took the lives of your mother and father, Your Highness.
Not enrage me.
Okay, guys, round 2.
Keep an eye on it.
I've got you.
Okay, this is not looking good.
Pyramids princess of Darkness. My name is Maxine. I know that loyalty is no longer. I have sworn allegiance to Claudius Polovitch. I have committed myself to
Well, these posh ladies okay? No, she's not.
I'm suddenly starting to think he's not able to be killed at this point. Shit.
Oh, must I do everything myself?
Yes.
My father will hear of this.
We failed.
Oh, damn it.
Is your name?
Is your name Dante? Ah, Sam's back.
Right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna set up. I've just got to start dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Have swords that big ever been wielded in real life? Is it even practical? I wouldn't be surprised if they have, but no, it is not practical.
What? Need something?
Well, given the size of the person, a sword that big will just knock them off their feet if they do try and pick it up or swing it.
Yeah.
That was actually proven in a video I once watched.
Well done.
Yeah.
It's about this guy who makes swords, and one of them was the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII.
How many of them burgers am I?
What?
I wonder if I can use... Oh, I watched the one of the Master Sword. That mess was dope. And Dante's Sword Rebellion. Is that Man-at-Arms?
I can't remember what he's called.
Come on in.
Oh, yes it is.
Man-at-Arms,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I actually used that video as research for
Come back anytime.
Final Legend.
Huh. I feel like he also made a sea in armor, if not in someone did. They were selling it and everything, but the demand was high. Ah. I'd imagine it was.
I'm back.
Hey, Sam.
Hey.
It's saying, let's see. He's also made a saying, if not him, someone else did. There was something. What did I miss?
We were talking about Man-at-Arms.
Oh, yes.
That guy on YouTube who makes like really cool swords.
Oh yeah. I know. I watched it. I found him when I was looking for the Soul Reaver.
Yeah, because I was watching this video on Buster Sword.
Oh that was god, yeah, the Buster Sword, and I believe he also did the Masamune.
Yeah, and I was just telling Elliot that that video was the inspiration for a gag I used on Final Legend.
Oh god, yes. Oh, you told Ollie about Final Legend.
Have I told you about that? Well, basically, for anyone who doesn't know what it is, it's my parody of RPGs.
Yeah, the fact that you have an actual character who's just explaining the tropes, and deciding this person is the protagonist because of his hair.
Her hair.
Well, you know how it is. Whenever an anime couple have a kid, and the kid happens to have like a hair colour that's the wrong colour, or it just happens to be spiky or something, they just look at each other and go, "Oh shit, this kid's going to be a main character." Our kid has been diagnosed with protagonist syndrome. What does this mean, Doctor?
The thing
I haven't
is,
got a clue what any of that is.
Sorry, Ian, we keep interrupting you. Sorry.
Yeah. The thing is, the main character's a girl, but the teacher character thinks she's a boy.
Making fun of Square Enix's whole androgynous teenagers thing.
Yeah. The parody of the Bishonen main character.
Yeah, should I call you Captain Bosch of Dalmasca? Captain Bosch.
Not as good as Captain Britain.
No one's as good as Captain Britain. Anyone who can respect crumpets that well, then tea is as good in my book.
Op details are as follows.
The fact that, unlike Captain America, he actually has powers. Though he ain't a mutie.
No, he's a magical man.
It's weird then that his sister is.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. He got his powers after he crashed his car off a cliff. He wakes up, survives, and he sees like Merlin's spirit, who's like, "You're the chosen one." He's like, "I am, yeah." So we're gonna give you the option of a sword, a shield, or a staff. And what does he do? He chooses the staff.
So he made the Kingdom Hearts option before Kingdom Hearts did.
Yeah. Captain Britain did it first.
Oh, Nicole, come on. Hungry. Oh dear.
Oh, she's going to grow up to be a snacker.
Absolutely. Well, she's like well, you've already told you yesterday that she's getting bigger.
She's going to be going around the shops buying snacks.
So she's not going to be that much different to me then.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Then again, she's no different from me either.
Yeah, I love getting snacks.
Me too.
At the moment, my favourite is the Max Spicy crisps with the hot wings one.
Oh yeah, I prefer the nacho cheese myself.
Yeah, I can't eat the jalapeno cheese ones. They're too damn hot for me.
Really?
For me, they are the spiciest for me, or the hottest ones. I can't really handle them, so I'm saving them for my friend Charlotte, who's basically immune to all spices at this point.
It's funny though, I can handle the jalapeno cheese just fine. It's the chicken wings one that I can't get my tongue around.
Huh. I mean, I found the easiest one is the green one. The green one's the easiest one to eat, hands down.
Yeah.
I guess it was worth coming all the way here.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like the chicken wings ones.
Oh yeah, I can understand.
So I mean, I just have to take a break after eating a couple.
Well, let's get to work.
And I need a glass of milk as well.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you're smart enough to know that the glass of milk is what you have with the spicy shit, not the water or the soda.
Water is a myth.
Yeah, the water's a myth, and the soda just makes it fucking worse. Can't believe how many people still don't get that.
Although, I mean, I can eat the jalapeno cheese without drinking anything.
Wow.
Nothing that will interfere with the mission.
It's like I'm immune.
Please, princess.
You what?
Jack just commented, glass of milk, glass of milk.
Yes, that was going through my head at the time, yeah.
Time to split up into smaller teams.
The glass of milk.
Yeah. Of course, that's why I don't eat the chicken wings one as much as I did, because I do need the milk and we have to share the milk with everyone.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, me, I can eat the hot wings one without the milk. Sometimes I even have some soda with it just to torture myself a little.
But as I say, I can handle the jalapeno cheese without drinking anything.
Oh god, I cannot handle jalapeno cheese that well at all.
I mean, I find it strange. I can handle the really hot one, but I need a glass of milk for the mild one, for the medium one.
Yeah.
Which is strange.
It is.
Yeah.
But I guess it's something probably to do with the taste buds.
Maybe it's something to do with the meat.
Maybe. Because I could eat packets and packets of that if I let myself. I could handle a hot wings one so easy at this point, but that'd be bad for me.
I mean, I once had the jalapeno cheese for breakfast once.
Oh, wow.
I mean, because it was in my room. There's like an unopened packet of it. And
I've got like an unopened packet saved for when Charlotte comes up to Stolen because she hasn't tried them yet. And I always like to try and find something spicy she can eat.
And thing is, it does wake you up.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
It does wake you up, and it did wake me up. It didn't irritate my tongue, but it did wake me up.
Oh God, we're talking about food while at war. I love it, just hacking people with axes and stuff while talking about which crisps are spicier.
Yeah.
No match for us.
I mean, I'm still saying the jalapenos are a lot spicier. Yeah, right in the ribs. And I say it's the hot wings.
And the enemy says, "Those crisps suck."
Incoming enemy.
I'm sure they're more like, why the fuck are they not taking us seriously?
Take this.
And we're like, don't interrupt our conversation!
And we kill them. What's going on? And they're like, what's wrong? The enemy's here. And did you overhear their plans? They're talking about which crisps taste better. It must be code. Must be code for kill all imperialists. Yeah, sorry, that is a thing from Seb's thing. Like, I see. That must be code for kill all infidels.
Who packed your bags, huh? Osama bin fucking Laden.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's something you totally say when you're at airport security. Something I thought would not be topped until BoJack Horseman came in with that gun lighter. It's basically a flamethrower. Oh my, relax, it's a lighter. Now, how much fluid am I allowed to bring on a plane? Keep in mind, I am a celebrity. Well, they wouldn't let him bring the whiskey on there. And you can't bring, substances on. Oh, come on. Do you know how old this whiskey is? But let me put it this way. If it were a person, I would have stopped having sex with it 20 years ago. Fine, he just drinks them. How did you get through airport security? Because I followed the rules and regulations that have been there for almost a decade. It's just the fact that he has a gun lighter, which is fair enough, but it's the fact that he pulls the trigger and it's pretty much a flamethrower. Who packed your bags? Osama bin fucking Laden. Get held by airport security. Ah, yes, that must be code. Code for kill all infidels.
Allow me to assist you.
Yeah. I still love the fact that no matter what, I'm still basically Jeffrey. Only I don't have 50 jobs.
Yeah. And never sleep.
Well, I don't sleep very well now, but that's not because I have too many jobs. the panther of the Oprah suite.
It's a gazelle, like.
Is there a gazelle?
For the panther.
I still love. Yeah, my favourite outtake, I suppose, is just the one where I'm getting right into Michael's face and he just grabs my beard.
Yeah.
He gives it a tug. All because he wanted to know if my beard was, soft.
Alright.
Yeah.
I think he after when we were getting changed back into our regular clothes, he asked if I shampooed my beard.
Yeah.
I mean, I did back then. The gazelle leg for the panther.
Piece of cake, right?
The Phantom of the Oprah suite is here, inside my club. But we haven't got a panther. Then that means it's working. Fair enough. Pay him.
It's over.
I love that basically all his entire role was just being abused for being in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Or it was mostly wheelchair gags. But the implication is always that Mike was the one that put you in the wheelchair, but we're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yes. How did you end up in that wheelchair? You never did say why. Yeah, it was in a very progressive car accident. Phantom, eh? Used to have to deal with them all the time in the theatre industry. Oh, you used to be in the theatre industry. Still am. Here's my card.
Jeffrey. Basically, every time we need, like, someone with a day job to help out, it's always Jeffrey.
Which means that I was always going to be the person who was there.
Yeah. It's like the red guy from Cow and Chicken.
Hello. Ivan Pants.
I know, that's a
tell.
Fetching.
So yeah.
But I don't want any cookies. Oh, my good man. I'm not asking you to buy my cookies. I'm telling you. But I'm allergic to cookies. And that means
what to me. Yeah, I love that he was basically holding up an old man with a tank to buy his cookies.
Rear Admiral Floyd.
Oh god. Yes, yes. I love how every single joke, every single name he took was a reference to the fact that he was naked and his ass was on display.
Uncle Breezy Bum.
Ivan Pants.
Lance Sackless.
God, the devil.
In the pilot episode, he actually introduced himself as the devil.
Makes enough sense to me.
We found another human. A human? Me? Oh, no, my good man. I am a zombie. But you can't be a zombie. Zombies are the undead. They are? Oh, I thought it meant something else.
Also, I think the only time he had a normal name was when he was called Alan.
Yeah.
when he was in space, and Cal found him on the moon, and he came to Earth and actually caused world peace with puppets because they decided because he was an alien, he was of superior intelligence. Therefore, everything he said was true. And one astronaut recognizes him as a guy who stole a rocket. So there you go, he's not an alien.
No alien, that's just some fat guy named Alan.
This is a serious crime you have committed. Oh my, but since you want world peace, we can let you go. And can I keep the pants? Ah, knock yourself out. Oh, boogie.
Oh, do you remember the episode where he bought Cow and Chicken?
Yeah.
You mean the time where he was at the bar, where he bought them at the convenience store?
Yeah.
And then he got sold to the teacher, and she's like, I pay good money for you, now brush my teeth. Yeah, I remember that one because I found it ridiculous that he was buying coffee granules and pantyhose just so he could filter his own coffee. Do you really need all these pantyhose? No, I'm using them to filter coffee. Then why don't you just buy coffee filters? They have those? And then he had the price tag stuck on his ass. How did he get out the first time? Because Chicken put that on him the first time.
No one was looking.
Then they returned it. Then when he returned it, he left and they went, oh, where do you think you're going? Oh? But you're not, I'm not for sale. Oh, I'm sure you are, and points at his ass. I left my wallet in my other pants. What's the matter, Chicken? Don't like my cooking? Super cow.
Oh, Mrs. Bearderrier. the lunch lady that only serves ketchup.
Oh yeah, that one. Ketchup in a half shell? How about ketchup on the hand?
Oh.
Or when he was the Scab Fairy.
Oh.
Oh well, no, he was the Malting Fairy.
Yeah.
His brother was the Scab Fairy. Gamma scabs could be worth gold. For fried chicken, and remember to put your scabs under your pillow. Okay, this guy is going to be difficult from the looks of it.
Coffee, Grandma?
Oh, when he stole that egg just to plant it on the chicken, just for the sake of it. I think it was just the fact that nothing he did made any actual sense.
I can't take it anymore. I don't have any ice cream. Not one. So ever. I don't even like ice cream or cakes. It says ice cream on my truck, not ice cream. Get it? Because I scream. Look at me. Screaming is my hobby. Of course, Flem's dad couldn't explain what had happened because he's an idiot. Oh, and just look at those shorts. Well, I'm thirsty and your daughter's a cow. Do the math! And then
oh, when he sold them as furniture.
Oh, yeah.
That is cow and chicken decline and can be yours for a mere $200.
And then the 3 little bacon steaks were put in the oven and baked at 350, smothered in chocolate. The end. You know, there's a moral to this story.
And the red guy said next time someone had better tell Supergirl that beaver gas is highly explosive.
You know, there's a moral to this story, but it's a secret.
Well, of course, he appeared in all the Weasel cartoons as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I loved the
I
one where
always wanted to be a fireman until I discovered they put out fire.
Oh, when he had the wrecking ball. You take my wrecking ball, you take my life. You missed about 6 payments. You haven't paid your bill in 6 years. And what's your point?
Oh, but the best Red Guy quote is, "Corn cob man, there's some sick people in the town."
Can we just talk about the fact that he was beaten up by all those superheroes, and that one of them literally threw their, crushed him with their butt? And who can forget the fact that they always used to eat pork butts and taters?
Yeah.
Like when Chicken went to prison.
Oh yeah.
And he... I also remember one where he kept trying to get them to make fake news stories.
Oh yeah.
So he had Chicken change the... they change something like the socks or something of the gym coach, and they had that angry mob. You know him as the guy who makes you do laps around the school gym, but here he is wearing girl socks. There are the girly socks. And they're just chasing with pitchforks, and then they suddenly appear in the mom and dad's room. There's a naked man with no pants on in our room.
Did you know?
Put her hands in hot water. Everyone knows it makes them milk them. I'll be right back. Just gotta get the food. I'll be right back.
Yeah. And did you know it's illegal for little boys to have little girls' names? Check their birth certificates. Earl Florence and Flem Jennifer.
Can you stand? Stay vigilant. Now, take them out. See how you handle this. Take that. No escape. Take defense next. I am sworn to the crowd. Can't run away now. Constant vigilance. Stay vigilant.
What's happening?
Oh, there's lots of fighting.
Stay vigilant.
Why can't I see anything?
That's usually the part where a big bomb drops, but I can't see who's done it.
So, this guy doesn't fuck around.
Hmm.
Just gotta not let everyone die. Oh God, how is he only halfway?
Stay vigilant.
Okay, I'm back. Is there anything we can get you? How about a spine for my limping, lifeless body? I love boneless chicken.
Oh, do you remember when Chicken stole his girlfriend?
Yes, I remember that one. I also remember the one where he was in a kite, where they mentioned he was in the army, where he flew a kite or something, and then that guy, the same guy, was having to walk by with a kite stuck through his head, going, "Glad you're over it."
Oh yeah, I
and
remember
the red guy. Then the red guy turns up because he's doing a kite tug of war with the gentle but violent people of Asweepe.
Oh, that's when he was called Baron von Nine Lederhosen.
What? What are you talking about? Yeah, because I didn't want to use the whole packet yet. And also I can't handle more than a few. I also didn't know how much you'd want to eat. Welcome to part 3 of The Ugliest Weenie. What happened to part 2? Was that Weasel cartoon part 2? Yes, that was part 2. This is part 3. So, Why are you in this one? Nurse, have this kid removed.
Oh, down, ally. Yeah.
Captain, what's pirate?
Can you stand?
Well, after you have buried the treasure, you've got to find it. But it's right there. Oh, you pass.
Yeah.
Remember when they sent cow and chicken to military school?
Oh yeah.
And then they become too over the top. So then they send him to like another school where they become too girlish.
Oh yeah, Mrs. Beaver. Oh, that's wonderful.
Major Wedgie wasn't his name in the military school one.
Oh yeah, Major Wedgie.
I'm trying to think of the other things they did. Oh yeah, I remember the episode with Sergeant Weenie Arms.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you remember Canada's funniest home video? Oh, wait a minute, no, it was Canada's stupidest home videos. And they had stuff like the Queen Mother choking on a fish.
Or the guy
I think he's immune to
a hockey puck,
attacks.
and then the hockey puck then suddenly went through his mouth. I mean, how stupid is this chicken gluing himself to a fat cow?
Going in.
Take the offensive.
Oh, look at that! Super Cow also has chicken stuck on her head.
You're under arrest for being a runaway chicken.
You too, Winder.
For encouraging the delinquency of a chicken.
What about when he did surgery and turned him into a duck?
Oh yeah. I'm just trying to remember all these names.
Yeah.
The sad thing is, I'm sure there's a list somewhere. I think that's the worst part.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up.
Okay, it turns out, yeah, it looks like he's immune to all physical damage. So, unless you can only kill him with special moves now, which would suck.
Oh yeah, here's his names.
Oh god, he found it.
Yep. Dr. Lax from the episode The Cow with Four Eyes. An optometrist. Oh, that's when chicken get glasses. Tries to save the school from the school dungeon. But it turned out to be they were building a swimming pool. And there's Ben Pants. Mrs. Bear Derriere, the woman who serves ketchup. Officer Pantsovsky. The orthodontic police officer that gave cow and chicken braces.
Okay, he's weak to the earth stuff.
You ready?
Officer O'Fanahy.
Keep an eye on it. Take that.
Mr. Heine, the fraudulent mall cop. Oh, I remember that. And his little plug-in mall cop car. Principal Heine. Major Wedgie. Gerardo Rear Viewer. That's the The guy who made a gym teacher wear those socks. The one that also said, "Did you know it's illegal for little girls to have little boys' name? Little boys to have little girls' names." Check their birth certificates. Earl, Florence, and Flynn Junifer.
I've already had it. He started a job thing because Chicken wanted to make some money, and he just made a factory to kill chickens.
You okay?
Superheroes, are your leotards starting to stink? Is your booties getting brittle? Is your cape kind of grunty? Well, come on over to Heidi Bow Dry Cleaners. If you are a superhero, your cleaning is free.
Hey, what happened to our costumes? Someone's going to pay for this.
What are you people, a bunch of communists?
Oh, I don't have any extra Ragnarok left.
Watch this.
Well, Bullet's still hurting.
Oh, another name.
Which one?
Walter Jeans Be Gone. Hello, it's me, Larry Lackapants, Arkansas Cheese Master, soon to be king and queen of cheese.
I wonder if I can charge up my Ragnite by killing them guys.
Maybe.
Which one of you needs is our victim/volunteer? Couldn't have done this without you, Dr. Heine. Oh, please call me Dr. Heine.
Keep an eye on him.
I remember when he was the Poppy Fairy and made the evil version of Chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Then got stuck to a piece of tape.
Oh, I didn't brush my teeth this year. Guess what you get to be? Oh, I need a close shave. Ah, can you at least hum a little? Work with me here. That's it. Now my savior's spitting at me. I've been ripped off. You guys are useless. I'm taking you back to the store.
Keep an eye on them.
No actual Arbor Day piggies were hurt during the making of this film. But I was. My feelings were hurt. More than once. There was the first time in scene 40 and then that one scene in 57. And did you know that I do my own stunts? No stunt double for the red guy. Oh, no, 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 no. Vice will not spring for that. No, I'm not good enough for a stunt double. Oh, life's not fair. Alright, you can end now. End!
See how you handle this. I am sworn to the crown.
Going in.
Can you stand?
Hello, ladies! Ivan Pence here, but you won't hear me complain.
I still don't believe the coffee fairy is real. Hello? Stuck to is a taper. It's not the
Now's my chance. You're hurt. Fall back.
Are you ready?
Oh, that's how you switch.
Try again. Run away now.
Keep an eye
Oh, that took me back.
Oh god, yeah, that was a good show.
It was a great show.
Very.
I used to stare in my room. Back when I was a teenager.
No, it was definitely one of those, you know. It was definitely one of the good shows on Cartoon Network. But I remember watching It, I Am Weasel, Johnny Bravo. The occasional bit of Dexter's Lab.
Ed, Eddie.
Oh yes. Yes, Rolf was just the best. Was one of the best things there.
And Ed.
Stay vigilant.
The red guy.
Come on, this has to do it.
To me, the red guy made that show.
Yes.
I'm thinking of getting a red guy t-shirt at some point.
Really should.
Yeah. I used to have a red guy pencil top.
I was just one officer.
Constant vigilance.
You're hurt.
They cover. Take it ours. They cover.
Man.
Constant vigilance.
No pants to Leon.
I'm going in.
Baron von 9 Hosen. Very great name.
Officer pants off skin.
Oh yeah, the orthodontic police officer. What are you people, communists?
Prepare yourself. I'll finish you. See how you handle this. Now weak. Can you stand?
One more with feeling.
Watch this. Take that. I will not yield.
Now take a stand.
Displays such odd mannerisms, such as rolling around on the floor or walking on his buttocks. He's apt to extreme mood swings, often going from smooth and witty to loud and ranting. He often disguises himself as authority figures, and wears disguise is...
Gotcha, you little shit-ups!
Well done.
Yes, red characters are present, usually working together, which raises the question of whether or not the red guy character is different each time. Catchphrases include "Hello, it's me," the red character, "I'm going to be rich," "Fetching," "Why the long face," "If cow is crying, sue me," "Ooh, you know, can you be helped?"
Okay, we are well over the 2-hour mark.
We are.
The bombing's about to begin. If we stay any longer...
What are you doing?
In one episode, he erased every character in the series because they made him wear pants, which knocked him off balance.
Ophelia!
How do you people walk in these things?
Oh no, Phoebe! Is she dead?
She's just unconscious.
The funny thing is, he's actually voiced by the same guy who voices Cow and Chicken.
I suppose that makes it fun when he's arguing with, or torturing himself.
Yeah. He also voiced Starscream in the Michael Bay movies.
How many of those hours were gameplay?
I think that last boss fight kind of. I think that kind of boss fight made.
Yeah, that was about half an hour.
Oh yeah, that definitely added things.
Yeah, I mean, it was immune to physical damage. It's like, that's some OP bullshit right there. But we got through it.
I literally inched him.
Yeah.
Back away, back away, back away.
We have new orders for
Do not be arrogant, mortal. I shall not permit a human to wield my power as they wish. The laws of nature do not allow it.
We have new orders for you.
You dare to defy us. We are your property. Without us, you cannot even exist.
You dare to defy us.
I shall comply.
We are your contractor. Without us, you cannot even exist in this world. I shall comply. But that is my atonement. Death's whisper.
The mission was a success, Captain.
Or when he went into Cow, when Cow accidentally ate chicken. And then they had to travel to the 4 stomachs.
Yeah.
What's Vamp doing here?
Oh, thank God.
I don't know anything
You wouldn't
about
kill a Navy
Carnage's
SEAL with
death,
you wouldn't
but-
kill a Navy SEAL with wife and kids. That depends. Will you tell me where they live?
Are you okay, Your
No.
Highness?
Boom. You lose.
My apologies for having worried
Oh,
everyone.
posh lady fainted.
I'm afraid I may have seen his buttock.
Useless.
Oh my
Caused
word.
my heart to flutter quite a bit, so you know.
Good lord.
Well, well.
By Jove!
Visit little Hans.
Jiminy
Jack says,
Christmas!
I don't know anything about Carnage's death
Please
battle
don't call
opponent.
me little.
Lucy
I'm
from
already a
Elfin
grown-up
League.
Hansi,
Okay.
didn't you know?
That's
you're
a
going to become
thing
man
that
who must first
exists.
have a coming of age by parting the veil of
Well,
the
at the
goddess.
very worst case, you can make it so Carnage can only have her kind as a
Try
kid.
that again, I'll shoot.
Yes, Miss Bridget.
Huh?
That's literally part of Lucy's power is, well, she can literally infect other people just by touching them and then make it so they can only have her species.
We've met with some
Right.
difficulties. New reports
It's a
indicate
weird
Yeah.
thing they did in Elfin Lead where they just tap their people's forehead with their vectors, which normal people can't see anyway. And once you're touched with a vector on the specific point on your head or something, I don't know the specifics, every child you have will be their species and they're all female, but they're incapable of breeding.
Huh. Vectors are invisible arms that sort of,
Yeah. in Elfin Lied, they're basically invisible arms, but Lucy's ones, well, she just cuts people up with them.
It gives the, I get the initial impression that I should want Carnage to win on the ground that this Lucy would do me a service by dying.
Yes, sir.
So it gives the illusion of telekinesis, but it's actually invisible arms.
Yes, and the thing is that Lucy, according to the anime, isn't even the strongest of her kind, which is something, as there's one with multiple fucking vectors. But the anime shows it from the perspective of normal people, where people's heads are literally being torn off, or their heads just explode, or their bodies just explode while she's walking past them. Also, the anime and the manga have very different fates for her. The anime implies that she's still alive at the end after she faces off with the military. Like, she gets her horn shot off, and then the ending shows her battling against the military. Then all you see is her horn getting shot off again, and her other horn getting shot off. But then her figure appears at the front door and knocks. Whereas in the manga, she gets strongest. Well, she gets strangled to death. Kind of isn't the strongest of his, so it's fair game. Yeah, pretty much. It's a weird pairing, to be perfectly honest. Especially considering that Lucy goes through two personalities throughout the anime, because on one she's Lucy, where she's basically violent, but she's got a complete reason for being. Poorly educated and can't speak and communicate properly, and she's basically a child.
What's the matter? Captain Gronkair!
Alright, so...
I'd say we call it here because, you know...
Yeah. Way over the 2 hour mark. We've gone over the 2
hour mark. Yes, we have.
Yeah, that boss fight sort of... Like, if that boss fight hadn't happened...
I'm sure there's a strategy. I'm sure there is actually a strategy. But I don't know what it is.
Can she breed with a Clinter? They can't breed. At all.
They can't breed. The problem with her race is called the Diclonus, and they can't actually breed with anything. They can. They have the parts. They do have the reproductive organs. It's just that they cannot actually breed with each other or humans or anything. The only way they can continue their race is to basically infect other people. That's why in the series there's only 3 of them. But Lucy is the oldest, but they don't develop vectors until they're in their adult years, but they seem to have issues with humans, but they don't seem to have any concern or any wants to hurt other animals. Or they made it clear that if they're provoked by humans, their natural instinct is to kill them, but when they're attacked by animals, they won't fight back. Which is a weird thing.
I love games that have a nighttime setting. Yeah.
So, yeah, she can't actually breed. She can't breed with any other species, but she is fully aware that she can make other people have children, but it will mean that those people will only be able to produce her species. Also, they're very fucking smart. Considering the experiments that we're doing on them, they were able to hide how strong they actually were. I mean, the strongest of them only died because of some, well, parental thing and willingly let herself be blown up. Also, a Silent Hill 2 character was actually inspired one of the characters in Elfen Lied.
Eddie?
No, Angela.
Oh.
Yeah, Angela's entire backstory was put onto a little girl who dresses exactly like Angela. Except instead of cutting the penises off people and going off to a town to die, she ran away from home and ended up living with the main characters. And a dog.
Right. Anyway, I think we've exhausted.
Yeah, Elfin Mod's a fucked up thing. Let's move on from there. I can't even watch it in front of Liz at this point. She's not ready. Yeah, I know, but no, there's one scene in particular. I think I actually told one of Ollie's friends about it, and when I told her the scene contains something that involves this, so I'm warning you not that you might be triggered by it.
I know
Because
the
it is
scene you mean.
You know the scene. It is fucked
Is
up
it the
even
one,
to me.
Is it the one where the kids do the thing?
It's the one where the kids do the thing in front of her.
Yeah.
The thing that makes her awaken the vectors and she kills all the kids.
What's the matter?
Yeah.
See, Skyrim, even an anime got it right. All you can really do in Skyrim VR is hold a knife on a kid's throat and go, I want to kill you. I really do, but I can't.
Huh.
No, and I wouldn't. You know I wouldn't. If I didn't, I wouldn't have done that Dark Brotherhood quest where I killed that woman who ran the orphanage.
Ah, yes. If they could re-release or remake Oblivion, but with Skyrim's gameplay engine and
an improvement to the level up system would be welcome.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, Death Battle would show that in their intro, but again, it's kind of part of the backstory for her because it seems that extreme circumstances trigger their abilities a lot faster. And it's also, as horrible as it is, it's a reason for why she's as cold and horrible as she is until she goes through her retard phase. And that is literally what it is, because she's shot in the back of the skull and she's basically made retarded.
Okay.
Until occasional things trigger her and she suddenly becomes normal again, and then she goes right back to being stupid.
And on that note...
Yeah, I think we should call it.
Yeah, we really need to end it here. We've been
Thanks
walking back and forth.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We will, I don't know whether this will be what we're playing next time, or whether it will be Fallout 4, or Yakuza 0, or something else entirely. But, whatever it is... Not necessarily. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We will see you guys. We will see you guys next time.